When I became aware of that really helped me bring down like this curtain around me because I felt like I was an imposter and I didn't belong. When I first got into automotive, it was quite like a change in life. And here's what I mean by that is I went to college, went to study business finance. I wanted to be an investment banker. And once I was done with college, got out, and I kind of wanted to pursue this dream because I felt like it was the right time of working with my best friend's dad. He was a sales manager at an import used lot. We just did high end German vehicles called German Concepts, and at that time, like I loved what he did. He was so passionate about the way he talked. Like when I would have dinner with his family, he loved helping people. He loved finding solutions for them. And then kind of the icing on the cake was he got to drive home a really nice car, like all the time. So he'd have like, and this was, man, this would have been like when I first noticed it, this probably would have been like 20 years ago. But um, he would have like a 30 or $40,000 Audi in the driveway out there. You look around at the entire industry and you see there's so much opportunity for everybody to not just do something better, but to help people more and help people better, whether it's buying a car, whether it's servicing their car, whether it's getting their car fixed, whether it's finding a part in the parts department. There's so much opportunity out there just to deliver a great customer experience, but also deliver on like the core value transfer, which is getting them that service or that need or that product. And there's just so much opportunity out there. And when we kind of change our focus and we realize it's about the people, that's why I choose to stay around. Is because there's so many people around that they not only want to do better, but they can do better and they can succeed and they can learn and they can grow. If you look back at kind of where I grew within automotive and the ability to like merge multiple passions, there was probably two inflection points. There was this time when I transitioned from sales to marketing within automotive. What that did was it let me build on this digital marketing desire and this self-taught these multiple self-taught skills that I had learned for about 15 or almost 20 years at that point. I started out doing web design. I love doing video. I love working through and doing like very specific graphics for very specific reasons. And I was able to merge that with digital marketing when I was working at Gates Automotive. So I did that for about 4 years. And these new kids on the block in the media side, they were Paul and Kyle. And what they were doing at Automotive State of the Union, ASOTU, was mind blowing to me because they were really creating media, creating content, and just telling great stories about great dealer operators out there and moments that would change the industry. And then they also put on great events like ASOTUCon. They got together with industry partners at events like NADA or Digital Dealer and really found great collaboration there. So when they approached me, they said, "Hey, we'd like you to come join our team." And I was like, "You sure you're talking to the right guy?" Because I felt that way. I was like, I don't know if I belong with you guys because you guys are like the cool kids and I really look up to you guys. So they're like, "Yeah, well, we really need someone to come alongside and build out our community, whether it's on the dealer side or the industry partner side." So what that means, what that meant to me was really building long-term awareness. So is it considered like a marketing role? Like, yeah, from one side, I would totally look at that because your brand, any brand you have, is what actually exists in your customer's mind or your employee's mind when they're no longer interacting with that brand. It's what they think, it's what they feel. And Asodu really had this impact to make people feel something long term because of the stories we were telling and sharing and helping other dealers improve. So as a community manager, as head of community, there's so many things that I do that just build baseline awareness, but then also move people like deeper within this life cycle and this journey that they have with Asodu. So basic awareness is, hey, here's what we do. We have a morning show every day that's live. You should listen to it. It's about automotive news. We have that out on all social platforms. And then we also have it on podcasting platforms under the Automotive Troublemaker. You should listen to it. And then the next step would be, hey, we also have a free daily newsletter that we put out through email. You should check it out. It gives you top of mind, changing news within automotive and goes a little bit deeper on specific topics. This is a great value to dealers, industry partners that are in this space that just want to stay in touch with what's going on. And then deeper than that, we do have specific collaboration opportunities with industry partners. On the dealer side, we have educational events like ASOTU where they can get together, learn, collaborate, and just grow with great people in this space. And really just digging in deeper and letting people know about who we are, what we do, but more importantly, like why we do it. In fact, we say all the time, love people more than you love cars. Like, yes, we love cars. Yes, we love making money and staying in business. But when we change our mindset slightly and we realize that people are at the center of everything that we do, and we fix that customer experience and we make it a better delivery and value transfer, then like everybody wins. That's really the way to do business, I think, these days, is to put people at the center of everything that you do. I'm going to be real with you for a minute because I think that so many people out there have so much more potential than they realize. There have been so many points in my life. So I'm 32 now. At 18, I thought I was going to have all the answers to life. At 25, when I got married, I thought I was going to have all the answers to everything. And then I didn't. And then I was like, okay, that's going to happen at 30. And here I am at 32, still feeling like I'm discovering what life is, who I am, what I'm good at, what the next step is. And what I've found is that that never really changes. So when I became aware of that really helped me bring down like this curtain around me, because I felt like I was an imposter and I didn't belong. And you'll hear that a lot with people is they feel like they have imposter syndrome, which is very real. A lot of times we're so blind to what we're bad at. Like, we're so quick to like turn an eye away from what we're bad at. But the other flip side too is there's all these things that we're great at that we also turn a blind eye to. And we don't realize what makes us exceptional, what makes us different, or what makes us a superhero in our own way. One of my mentors once told me, one of my late mentors, he said, "It's not magic, it just looks like it." What he meant by that was there's a lot of hard work that goes into something and a lot of spice that comes from who you are and what you've become. And people think it's like magic because it feels too good, it feels too perfect, or things like that, but it just looks like it. Behind that, there's these thoughts and there's these concepts that, hey, I'm not good at that. Hey, I'm not good at this. Hey, I did this wrong, or I screwed this up. But I think it's more about being aware of what you're good at and being able to move towards that. At a SoduCon in May, just last month, we had some Northwood University students there. For those of you who don't know what Northwood is, that's a school up in near Detroit, Michigan, and in Midland, Michigan, and it's an automotive marketing and management school. It's really like nationally known for the students that they bring out there. So we had 4 students at a SoduCon. And one of them asked me, they were like, hey, here's what I'm thinking. I still have 1 more year after this of school, but where should I go? Like, what should I work in? And why should I do it within automotive? So he wanted to stay in the automotive industry. But I told him, like, if you really want to learn something really fast, go work in the sales department and learn to sell cars. And I know it's going to feel like that's beneath you, but 1, it's not. 2, you're in control of your income because it's compensation based and commission based. And 3, you learn people skills so fast that it's just so valuable for what you can take away from long term. If I can believe in myself to a really high degree, then I can impact others and inspire them to believe in themselves to a very high degree. And that comes from a guy that's pretty skeptical of himself. Like, I wake up every day and I think, "Why am I still doing this? Like, why am I doing this way? Why should I keep going this direction? Why should I keep doing this?" And it's just like you go after something that inspires you, and you hope that it impacts others. And I found throughout life that when you do it that way, it just inspires others to be great. Really getting someone to change their mind, which is so powerful for people. One of the most powerful things people can do is change their mind. And they realize that they have a different option and a different solution to their problem than what they've been ingrained to believe over decades of buying a car, or maybe from the generation above them, or maybe 2 generations above them, about how they are supposed to buy a car or what kind of car they're supposed to drive. And when you open up communication to the point where you can have this true, authentic form of communication between you and someone else in everything that you do, that is life changing. Anybody who is listening to this should go work in auto sales and really dive in and really figure that out and learn a lot about themselves. And I promise it'll change your life.